What is going on, everybody? It's Steven here and welcome back to another China phone review. Today we're going to have a look at the Elephone P7000. I've got here 3 devices and I've got the white one and 2 golden devices. Unfortunately, the black one is still in production right now. So all the people who have ordered the black one, it's definitely good because the black border here around the display looks horrible. But you will get it later, like in 2 weeks or something. So Elephone was not really honest about the exact date, but at least you can expect to get some nice device. This device here is from Flagship and I got 2 devices here from elephone.hk. Thank you really much for sending me them out to review. Also, our pre-orders from monkeymobiles.com, they are already sent out, so thanks for ordering, guys. You are really awesome. And if you want to buy the Elephone, you can find it on the website of our partner, efogshop.com. Link is down below in the description, so don't forget to check it out. Okay, so I have here the white and the golden version, and I would say let's get directly started and let's check them out, guys. First of all, let's have a quick look at the specs of the phone. And the Elephone P7000 was really hyped. A lot of people said it's the next flagship, it's a flagship killer for only $200. And yes, the specs are looking really good, and a lot of people tried to get it in the flash sale for $160 or something, but only a couple of people have then really got it for that price. But if you got it for that price, don't cancel the order. A lot of people said now, because they've seen some early reviews, yeah, the device is crap, I'm going to cancel my order. No, don't do that. The device is really good for the price. And yeah, we can just have a quick look here at the specs. So it currently retails for €200 on eFox, which is something like $220, and the price is definitely okay. Now it comes with a big battery. The battery capacity is 3450 mAh, which is really great. The battery lifetime for me is more than 1 day. Then fingerprint identification. Just like on the iPhone, we have something like Touch ID. You don't have to swipe over the fingerprint scanner, you just have to touch it, and it works really good, just like on the Elephone B Touch. It comes with a 5.5-inch Full HD display, and it's IPS, and the color and viewing angles, it looks really good. On the early ROM version there was just an issue with the brightness, but I think it has been fixed right now, and Elephone told me they are already working on the next update, so stay tuned, guys. The chipset is the MTK6752, and it's an octa-core chipset and the CPU is running at 1.7 GHz. It supports quad band on GSM, it supports quad band on WCDMA, so 3G, and it supports the 4G frequencies like B1, B3, B7 and B20. And you can also choose which SIM card slot should be the 4G slot, like you have 2 SIM card slots and it's really cool. So you can have one 4G SIM card in there for just surfing the web, and one business SIM card just for doing calls or something. So there are really some cool opportunities. Then it comes with 3 GB of RAM, which is quite a lot for the chipset, plus 16 GB of ROM. A 13 megapixel back camera with the IMX214 sensor, so the same sensor which you can find in the OnePlus One, for instance, in the Elephone B Touch, if it's true, and yeah, and a lot of other good phones. And a 5 megapixel front-facing camera, which doesn't look bad at all. It comes with Android 5 straight out of the box, and there will be an OTA update to Android 5.1, some bug fixes, so you always have to update your China phone. A lot of people think, yeah, at release they will get a perfect phone with everything working, but it takes at least 5 or 6 OTAs until some of the bugs are fixed, and we have now the 3rd OTA or something, and there are still bugs in the ROM. So don't expect to get a fully working phone. I mean, yes, it's fully working, but there are some small bugs and you have to deal with that if you buy a Chinese smartphone, which is not from some very big company like Xiaomi, Meizu or something. Okay guys, so now let's get started, let's do a quick unboxing and let's see what we can find inside of the box. Alright guys, so here's the box of the golden Elephone P7000 from efogshop.com. So open the box to get surprised, and hell yes, I'm fucking excited on what we can find inside of the box. So that's the Pioneer Edition, as you can see right over here. So here we have a sticker on that box which tells you your IMEI numbers, because if you flash in your ROM sometimes you can just clear your IMEI numbers and then you can restore them with the numbers printed on the sticker. But you should also find them under the battery. But well, let's just open the box and let's see what we can find inside. And here you should see your smartphone. I already removed it, but let's have a look at the rest here. Then here you can see that Elephone Quick Starter Guide. This time the Quick Starter Guide is looking really good. We have here some glossy paper, a couple of pages, everything in English, not Chinese. That's really good. But well, here's something printed about NFC. To enable NFC, go to the settings or something, but NFC is not even supported by the phone, so I guess this user manual is copied from some other phone. But well, good job on that, it's looking good. Then let's have a look at charging accessories, and you can find them in here. Here we have the charger. It's a 5-watt charger, so it's rated at 5 volts, and the output is 1 amp. And there is no quick charging on the smartphone, and this one here also looks a lot like the Galaxy S4 charger. Haven't checked it out from the inside, but well, there is no quick charging, and here we have the Elephone logo. It should come with the correct power socket connector for your country, so you don't need an adapter. And here you can see the USB port, so it's straight in and it's looking good so far, but no quick charging, which is really a shame on such a flagship device. Okay, then let's have a look at the charging cable. It should be in here. I already unpacked it some days ago, but well, here you can see the charging cable, and it looks a lot like the iPhone cable or something. So the whole feeling here, the thin cable, but it's a micro USB connector to connect the Elephone to the computer or to charge it. Okay, then maybe you know, if you bought the phone in the flash sale for the cheap price of $160, then some of the accessories are not included, like that 9H Plus tempered glass screen protector. 9H Plus, that's the hardness scale, so it's very hard, very stiff, can protect the display really good. But if you ordered the phone in the flash sale for $160, then you just get a half-empty box without all the accessories, like that one here and the flip cover. So that's the only bad thing, because it's worth like $10-15, and also the case like $10-15, and then you have to add shipping, and then you actually end up at $200. And in some shops you could get that edition here with some coupons for $200. So this wasn't a bad deal at all, because yeah, you're missing all the accessories if you bought it for the flash sale price. But if you don't care about the accessories, then it was a good deal though. Alright, so the tempered glass screen protector, let's open it up, let's have a look at it. Oh wow, it's falling apart. And the screen protector is really hard, it's really stiff and really thick, as you can see. I'm really afraid that I will break it if I bend it, but I think this can offer very good protection. Alright, but I think I won't put it on the smartphone, because I think I will just give away that smartphone and also the other Elephone and just keep one for developing. Alright, then in here, no, I just took it out already, so sorry guys. Here we have a flip cover, and that's the white one. I also have a golden one, which I'll show you a bit later. But well, the white flip cover looks really good. It just looks a bit like on the LG G3, but you also can see that flip cover on the Elephone P7000S. So like on a lot of Elephones, they have the same flip cover. But well, it looks really good. So we have here a cutout for the watch, as you can see. So here the clock, also the hands are moving. Looks really, really nice in my opinion. And the back cover, it's some transparent back cover, and you don't have to remove the back cover of your smartphone. So it's actually, you just clip it on your smartphone, and you can also easily remove it. So let's go, let's do it quickly. And yeah, that's the cover. And you only get those accessories here if you bought it for the full retail price of $220. And I think it's still a good deal, but in some shops you could get that edition here for about $200 with all the accessories, which was very, very good, if you keep in mind that those things are not so cheap. Oh yeah, that's basically it. That's everything you can find inside of the box. And now I would say let's get directly started and let's check out the Elephone P7000 in gold and white. Ladies and gentlemen, so here it is, the Elephone P7000, and as expected it comes with a black bar around the display, and it's not looking good. So when you have a dark wallpaper, then you actually don't see that black bar, but if you have a bright wallpaper like this one here, which is very colorful, then that black bar looks really bad. But yeah, let's have a look at the display. It's in full HD panel, looks super awesome, it's very colorful and bright. You have no problems to read the screen when you're outside and when it's sunny, so it's looking very good so far. And on this ROM, also the brightness is fixed because there was an issue with that, but now it seems to work. And you can see the black bar is really massive, so here at the top it's even as high as the front-facing camera. We also have here the speaker in the middle, and then here we have light and proximity sensor. But yeah, it doesn't look really good here from the front side, and that's the white version. I also have here the golden version, but the black version will come, yeah, in June, so in the next 10 or 15 days, and let's see how that looks. But here at the bottom you can see that black bar too, and here we also have the home button. We also have here capacitive touch buttons, hard to see right now, but I will later show you how that looks when we're inside. Then the home button also acts as a notification LED, so it can light up in different colors, and I will show you that when we're inside. Then also here is a little hole, and that's the bottom microphone to do calls. Yeah, so that's the phone here from the front side. Then let's have a look at the golden version, which I also have here. So just give me a second. And here it is. And in my opinion, the golden version looks a bit better, but still not perfect. So I'm really looking forward to the black version, if you can see that black bar around the screen or not. But here on the golden and the white version, yeah, you can definitely see it, and it's a bit annoying. But all in all, those devices are looking really great. Okay, then let's have a look at the back side. Let's just take this phone here. And here you have the fingerprint scanner. It's just like Touch ID on the iPhone, so you just place your finger here on the scanner and then it unlocks within a couple of seconds, so it's really accurate and fast, just like on the Elephone P Touch. Then here we have the rear camera. The lens is not the best, so the IMX214 could perform better combined with a better lens, but I would say it's okay. Now here the LED flash, we'll later also test it, and I will show you some samples from dark rooms. And the back cover, it looks just a little bit like brushed aluminum, but it's actually plastic. Here at the bottom we have the Elephone logo, and this comes out of the back cover a bit, so if you swipe over that you can feel it. Keep expecting and be surprised or disappointed, depends on the model. And the Elephone P7000 comes with a metal frame, and that's looking really good. The golden version also comes with a normal metal frame, so it's not painted, it's aluminum. We have here the power button. On the opposite side we have the volume rockers, looks good so far. Here at the top we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, and here we have the micro USB port to charge it. This time the display seems to be very thin because the micro USB port doesn't really go into the back cover here. Antennas, yeah, it's looking good so far. Then here at the bottom, the back cover is not really closed, and yeah, the back cover is very stiff and fits good on the smartphone. And here we have the dual speaker design. Not really sure if it's really dual speaker, but we'll later test it out. And here we have the slot to remove the back cover. Because you can remove the back cover, you can change the battery, and you can input a micro SD card and 2 SIM cards. Yeah, so far it's looking really nice. I like the design, but I don't like the black bar here around the screen. But except of that, the phone is looking really good. Okay guys, so let's go and let's remove the back cover. We can do it right over here, so just go in there with your fingernail and then remove it. And there we go. The back cover fits pretty tight, so it's a bit hard to get it off, but we can do it. And in here you can see the sticker, so this pushes here on the battery, but there is no antenna in there, so no NFC, no wireless charging, and this is just a simple plastic back cover. This is how the Elephone P7000 looks from the inside. Now let's remove the battery. And the battery is massive, so the battery is looking very good so far. And as you can see here, it's a 3450 mAh battery, and you see it's really thick. It's not a fake battery, just like in the Yumi Hammer, which was very thin. This one here could really have more than 3000 mAh. When I get my battery tester, I will definitely do a battery test on all those batteries, because I want to see if those Chinese companies actually lie about the capacity, or if the most companies are actually honest about that. But yeah, this battery is really huge, and also the battery lifetime on the phone is really good, so 1 day is no problem, and I guess the capacity here is real. Then let's have a look at the internals of the smartphone, and there we go, here comes the P7000. Let's start here at the top. Here you can see the rear camera, big lens, but the quality could be a bit better. Here we have the LED flash. It's actually quite bright, but for photos at night, maybe just a little bit too weak. I will later show you some samples. Here we have 2 antennas, and here the fingerprint scanner, which is working really good. It's a dual SIM slot. Actually, that's a combination slot of a TF card slot and a SIM card slot, and here we have another SIM card slot. So you can put in here a big SIM card and a TF card, so micro SD cards up to 64 gigs. And right from that you can just insert a micro SIM card like I do. And don't dismantle and decompose the battery. Yeah, that should be clear, Elephone. Thanks for notifying us. Here we have the two IMEIs because it's a dual SIM, dual standby phone. And here you can see the model number, battery capacity and everything, quality seal. Here the 3D sound speaker at the bottom and another antenna. So that's basically it. That's the phone here from the inside. And now I will just reattach the battery. And the battery really almost weighs more than the whole phone. And I'll put it back together and start it, and then we can have a look on how it performs in Android 5. We're now here on the smartphone in Vibe UI, and that's the latest beta build for the Elephone P7000. And yeah, I want to show you both ROMs, so there will be a lot of ROMs because they already told me they're working on Cyanogen mod. And yeah, the Elephone flashing tool is already finished for P7000 and other phones, and it will be a lot of fun to switch ROMs really on the go. But yeah, that's Vibe UI. It's a port from a Lenovo smartphone. I had exactly the same ROM on the Lenovo Golden Warrior, and it's actually really nice to use. It's, yeah, if you know MIUI, it's a little bit like this, but also very different. So you can customize a lot of things, it's very colorful, and all in all I like it. But yeah, when you buy it, there should be the stock ROM on the smartphone, so normal Android 5. And you can see it here. Looks also pretty good, so that's really clean and stock. And we can just check out here settings about the phone. You can see that's Android 5.0. And that's definitely the latest version you can get right now for the Elephone P7000. Okay, so yeah, let's have a look at the white one with Vibe UI, because some bug fixes are in this ROM here, like the brightness and everything. You can see the difference here in the screen brightness. And both phones are currently on maximum, so you see there was something wrong with the screen brightness, because in Vibe UI here it's much brighter than here on the Elephone P7000 with the stock Android 5 ROM. But yeah, let's just have a look on what we can find here on the smartphone, and let's check out all the features. First of all, let's go to the settings, and I have to say the phone is really smooth. There's only one thing which I don't like. So I'm not sure if you can see it, but I have here some pressure point under the glass. And this is because it's a huge smartphone. There are two layers like glass and display, and they're not glued together like AMOLED displays. They are not so thin and exact. So I have here some pressure points, and also if you just press hard at the display, then you will see that you get such pressure waves, or however you call it in English, not really sure. And yeah, that's not that good. So the display quality with the glass together, if you see that as one unit, it's not the best, but the display is really nice, colorful. Only bad thing is that I see here some white dots in there because probably the distance between the glass and the display is not equal over the whole surface. But yeah, let's just have a look here at about the phone. So you can see here, this phone is running Android 5.0. It's the MTK6752 RAM ROM. You can see everything here. And there are also system updates. Not sure if you will see OTAs here on Vibe UI because I had to flash it with sp-flashtool, but on the other one I had two OTAs. And yeah, some small bug fixes. You can see the changelog on elephone.hk. Okay, so let's go back here and let's check out the rest. Now we have the airplane mode at the top. Here we have Wi-Fi. I'm currently connected to my home network. The signal strength is good, and when I'm in my sleeping room in the second floor, I also have a Wi-Fi signal, which I don't have on some Chinese smartphones. So the Wi-Fi is definitely average, actually more than average, so not that bad. Okay, so connected to Wi-Fi, let's go back here. Here we have mobile networks, and be sure to activate data roaming, otherwise you will have a problem to connect to 3G, at least here in Europe. Not sure about other countries. But yeah, that's one of the things you have to deal with if you have a Chinese smartphone. So you have to activate that, but you can play around with the notifications so you don't get this every time. Okay, then here we have Bluetooth. Bluetooth is working. I had no issues so far, so I tested Bluetooth tethering, no overheating issues like on the EQ, so it's good so far. Data usage right over here, and here under more, yeah, VPN and hotspot. Then let's go down here. We have ringtones and volumes. Let's check this out. And somewhere you should also be able to change the color of the notification LED there. But I'm not really sure where you can do that. Okay, maybe we'll find it later here in Vibe UI. We have here some display settings like the brightness, and it's now on maximum, so you can see now it's working. So that's the minimum brightness level, and that's the maximum brightness level, and also automatic brightness is working. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it. There is no mirror vision here on the display settings. That's a bit bad, but let's go back here. Here we have the lock screen settings, and here's one cool thing, that's the fingerprint unlock. Okay, I cannot find it here, so maybe we have to configure it. But on the other Elephone, you can find the fingerprint unlock in the settings. If you go here to, where is it? Finger scanner. So here you can register a fingerprint, and yeah, then you can manage the fingerprints and use them for unlock or for PayPal or whatever. But yeah, let's just see if we can find the settings here in VibeUI too, because this is a bit confusing if you always switch ROMs. Okay, lock screen, yeah, that was that. Let's go back here. We have the notification center. And here you have different notification methods like keyguard notification. You can switch it on or off. Then here, notification access, that was for my Bluetooth smartwatch. Well, so the usual stuff. Actually, there is nothing special in there. I'm just searching for the notification lights, if you can adjust it here in VibeUI too, but it seems that it's not in here, but maybe we'll find it a bit later. Okay, then here we have feature. Like we have quick snap, we have tap to light. That's pretty cool. I'm using that very often. So basically you can just light up the display by tapping. That's a very good feature. We have screen off gestures, like you can draw a C on the smartphone to start the camera. We have smart scene, and we have white touch here. Okay, that are the features. Then we have date and time here, language and input. Just like on Android KitKat, you can change the language to every language which is natively supported by Android. Call settings here, well, nothing special in there except of the proximity sensor, which is really important, because if that one is not working, it doesn't shut off the display, but it's working really good here on the Elephone. SIM management, because it's a dual SIM phone. You can also choose if you want to connect to 4G with SIM card 1, SIM card 2, so it's actually pretty cool. We have here location services, GPS, we'll test it later. Permission control, well, that's nothing special in here. Secure zone management, yeah, some Lenovo feature, which I'm not going to use, but it looks like there would be no fingerprint scanner, if I'm right, on that Lenovo ROM. So we'll just check it out on the Elephone P7000 with the Android 5 stock ROM. Okay, power manager also here. So this helps a bit to save battery. Also there's the ultimate power saver, which is really cool because it shuts off all the services. It grays out the display just like on the Galaxy S5, S6. And yeah, we can just check out storage here. We have one big partition with 16 gigabytes. This is really important. So good job, Elephone, because I really hate it when you have two partitions on a smartphone with only 16 gigs. This makes absolutely no sense to me. Apps running in the background, so yeah, it depends on the ROM, but usually you have just like 2 gigabytes of free memory. Here 1.8 gigabytes on the VibeUI because we have some more system apps, but it's still very good because 1.8 gigabytes, most of the people, they don't need all that RAM, so it's really a lot. Backup and reset, users, accessibility, printing, and about the phone. Well, unfortunately, the VibeUI ROM lacks of some features which we have on the stock Android 5 ROM, but yeah, let's just switch to the stock Android 5 ROM on the Elephone P7000 on the Gold Edition, and let's check out the fingerprint scanner and some other things. So we're now here on the golden Elephone P7000, and also Wi-Fi and all the connections here, they're working good. Then we have here the Harlequin LED notification. This is really cool. So the home button, as I've said before, it acts as a notification LED. And you can choose the color here, like you have red, green, blue, yellow, cyan, if I'm right, white and violet. And well, you can just choose which color you want to have for calls, for messages, and for the normal button. And also, if it's charging, then it shows, for instance, a different color, and I think that one here is really cool. So it's a multi-LED home button. I really like it. So we can just check it out, for instance. The button LED color, we can take blue. And okay, so it's now blue, but we'll later check it out maybe when it's darker, because it's now really hard to see. And we can just go back here, switch it, for instance, to violet. Let's check it out if we press it. and you see it's violet. So it's a really cool feature, and I absolutely liked it that you can customize the color here. It would be even cooler if we have here backlight on those capacitive touch buttons, and if you could customize that too, and that would be the overkill. But yeah, let's go back here to the settings. And that was the LED notification, and here we have the finger scanner. So I will now show you how that works. And first of all, you have to register a fingerprint. So I have not registered a fingerprint on that scanner here, but well, we have the scanner right over here on the back side, and you just put your finger on the scanner like this, and that's it. Recognized. Once again, recognized. Let's do it once again. And you have to do it a couple of times until you have just learned a fingerprint. And you can register, I think, up to 5 or 10 fingerprints. We'll just check it out. Okay, once again. Come on, do it. Okay, now we have to enter a alternative password, 1234. That's a safe password, I think. So let's go, guys. And now you can see one fingerprint is registered. Sorry for the autofocus right now. And here we have screen lock now. You can set it to fingerprint lock. Let's see if this is working. So my pointing finger on the right hand is registered. Let's lock the screen and let's just go. So slide to unlock. That's not working anymore. Please input fingerprint. And we'll just try it now with the pointing finger. Okay, it's unlocked. Looking really good. Let's just try it with my middle finger. Well, you see it's not working. Pointing finger. Okay, didn't recognize that now, but I have to say it's really accurate, so recognized. So it's really cool. Maybe on the Elephone B Touch I like it a bit more because you just have to put your thumb on the home button. But the good thing is if you have it on the back side, you can use a couple of more fingers because you can easily reach that fingerprint scanner. If you would want to register a different finger than the thumb on the home button fingerprint scanner, then this would be a pain in the ass to do like this here. But well, I think it's a cool thing, and the fingerprint scanner will be in the future, I think, on every smartphone. But well, let's go back to the settings. We also have your off-screen gestures, location, so the usual stuff, and you have seen all that on the Vibe UI on the Lenovo P7000 actually. But well, that are basically the settings here, and now let's go and let's check out all the other features of the smartphone in Vibe UI on the white P7000. We're now here back on the white P7000 with the Vibe UI ROM, and yeah, let's check out the basic features to see if everything is working, and let's check out here the call quality. So I have to say I've used it a lot with the earpiece and the quality is really good. Also in my car I did listen to music with the 3.5mm headphone jack and it wasn't bad at all, and I'm using such an old cassette adapter, it's a really piece of crap, but well, it's working and the quality wasn't too bad also with the headset. So let's call here some popular hotline, the Fritzl hotline in Austria. There we go. Maximum volume. Sensor is working. And yeah, the speaker is a bit a rip-off because only sound is coming out of the right speaker holes here and the left they are just fake, so nothing is coming out of them. But it's still quite loud and the quality is okay. Quality could be better, but well, it's okay. And it's quite loud as you can hear. And also the earpiece quality in my opinion, so that's something you have to experience, and I think it's pretty good. Okay, so let's go out of the dialer APK, then let's have a look at the messaging application. It's a 5-point capacitive touchscreen, so let's try to type something. Hello, YouTube. And it just feels good, so the vibration feedback comes from right over here, I would say. And it doesn't feel cheap, so on some phones like some Galaxy S6 clones, the vibration feedback feels so damn bad. But here on the Elephone P7000, it feels actually really good. You can change the keyboard, so that's the one from Vibe UI, but well, it's Android, there are no limits. Let's check out the browser, so I'm currently in Wi-Fi. Let's see if we can open up some websites. So Wi-Fi is pretty fast as my router, and there we go. Yeah, you see, it's also working, and I had no issues on Wi-Fi, so I downloaded GTA, I downloaded Modern Combat, and yeah, it was quite fast, like the maximum speed which my router can give out. Okay, then Android status bar, so you have a lot of features here in Vibe UI. Like for instance, we have Wi-Fi, we have data connection, we have sleep mode, we have secure zone, which I'm not using. We have GPS, why is this on? Okay, it's a battery drainer. We have auto-rotate, Dolby Surround, so Atmos, that's to improve audio, it's just like an equalizer. We have Bluetooth, we have a screenshot button. We have the flashlight right over here, so we'll test it just in a second when I just turn off all the lights. We have cast screen, white touch, and super power. I think that super power saving thing is really cool. So the screen brightness is now working. That's minimum, which is almost nothing, and that's maximum. Only here from 70 to 100% there is not really much going on. But well, you can see here that's very dark. That's very bright, so now it's working. Okay, that are basically the default apps here. Then now let's check out the camera, and this phone should come with the Sony IMX214, a sensor which you can also find in the OnePlus One and some other flagship devices. But yeah, let's just go outside, let's do a quick camera test, and then we'll just check out some sample pics on the computer. So we're now here outside in my garden, and here's a quick camera test on the Elephone P7000. And in preview it looks very good, it looks very sharp as you can see. It just looks even better than on the Elephone B Touch, so really good, and both phones should have the same sensor. But yeah, let's check out here the camera application and all the features. Now first of all we have a touch autofocus, yeah, that's accurate, and yeah, just have a look here at the plant, so that's very sharp, but only in preview. Just check out the sample pics which you can find down below in the description. So the sample pics are hosted on chinadevices.com, just get over there, download them, and then check them out with EvenView or any other tool. Okay, so the focus is working as you can see, so it changes the lighting properly, looks good so far. Then let's try to capture some pictures. The shutter is really fast, that's looking good. I will also upload those pictures here to China Devices. Then let's switch to the front-facing camera right over here. And it's really zoomed in, so that could look a bit better. You really have to move the phone away from your body to get yourself on the picture. But I will capture also some selfies and a sample video so you can see the wide-angle aspect of the front-facing camera. Okay, yeah, it's not zoomed in, that's face beauty mode. Yeah, it doesn't look so good. Let's switch back to the rear camera and let's check out the settings right over here. Now here you can see the aspect ratio is 16:9. And maybe we can see the resolution here too. No, I'm not quite familiar with this camera application. The white balance, so I leave everything here on auto because yeah, that is the setting which most of the users are using. Scene mode, ISO on auto, the maximum ISO is 1600, will then be very noisy. Guidelines like grids and all that, and here we have image properties. Okay, oh, the sharpness is here on maximum, yeah, saturation, contrast, exposure, so basically you can change all that here. I think the ROM here in the camera app, it looks really good so far. But yeah, I cannot see if you can change the picture size, so you will have to check out the pictures on the computer. Here the video settings, like video quality, is now on full HD, and you can also choose the focus method, so continuous or infinite. And here we have some other settings like location info, strobe, yeah, some advanced stuff. But I cannot see if you can change the resolution, so I will just tell you then what's the resolution of the pictures on the computer, because that's more important. Okay, yeah, let's go here to the front-facing camera. Let's check out the settings here too, because it comes with face beauty mode as always, and the video resolution of the front-facing camera is also maximum full HD. The IMX214, which is on the back camera, it should support 4K recording. But yeah, as you can see, the maximum is full HD, so that's the only bad thing. So far they have not implemented 4K recording on the Elephone P7000 and also on the Elephone B Touch. So I'm really curious when 4K recording will pop up, or if the sensor is just a different sensor. But I saw the drivers in the ROM of the Elephone B Touch, so it's definitely the IMX214. But yeah, very bad optimized, so no 4K recording, and also bad lens, so mostly the pictures, they are sharp in the middle, it depends on the autofocus method, and then on borders here, they are very blurry. But yeah, just check out the samples which you can find down below in the description. Because so far I'm quite happy with the camera. We have HDR here, you can just turn on or off the flash. And what's that? I guess different modes. Yeah, we have normal, panorama and effects. So the camera app is really nice and it looks very good in preview. But now let's just check out some sample pictures. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes a quick sample clip from the back camera of the Elephone P7000. I'm currently using the golden one because on the white one with Vibe UI it's too buggy. The camera application has problems with the touch autofocus in video mode, so yeah, we're using now the older ROM version and here it's working. And Vibe UI is still a better ROM, but yeah, let's check out some close-ups here. Now that rose, so that flower, whatever that is, it should be white, actually with a little bit of pink. And it's looking good here on the display, so the colors, they look very natural. So far I'm happy with that. Then also here green looks very good. Maybe the color saturation could be just a little bit higher, but you can play around with the settings. Then objects here in the background, you can see I can focus on them. It's still sharp, like the house there. Also the sky here looks really good. But yeah, that's just preview on the smartphone. Just check out on the computer how it looks for you. If it's enough for you, then let's zoom in a little bit. Yeah, it gets quite blurry as always because this is digital zoom. But so far I'm quite happy. The only thing I notice every time that the image stabilization on such cheap phones is never as good like on HTC or Samsung. And yeah, that's just something you have to deal with. And also the lens is not as good, even though it's really sharp here in the middle. It lacks a bit of sharpness on the outer borders. So well, that's just the focusing, and the lens is also not the best on those phones. But so far I'm happy with the recording quality. But yeah, as I've said, just check it out now on the computer how it looks. But here in preview it looks quite sharp. Now here's a quick video test with the front-facing camera of the Elephone P7000. I'm currently using the golden one with the stock Android 5 ROM because, well, Vibe UI has some huge issues. Also with the camera, like the front-facing camera, when you start recording it just freezes. But yeah, it's in better ROM, as I've said before. So some things are not working as they should. Then here you can see the quality. It's actually nice and wide angle, as you can see, so I can get myself easily on the picture. And the colors, they're looking okay. It's really not laggy. I didn't expect this, so far it's looking really good. Not as good like on my Samsung Galaxy, but well, for $160 or 200, it depends where you buy it, it's actually a good deal. By the way, I have just checked the recording dimensions, so it's full HD on the front-facing camera. The maximum picture size on the front-facing camera is 5 megapixels, and on the rear camera you have 13 megapixels, just like the IMX214 should deliver. And I think it's definitely the IMX214, but the software could be better, the lens also could be better, but yeah, the sensor is definitely okay. So let's have a quick look at some pictures here in the gallery. And you can see the pictures, they are looking actually quite good, so even better than on the Elephone B Touch with the old firmware. But yeah, let's have a look at some other pictures, maybe some objects which are more far away, like this one here. And if we zoom in, you can see the plants and everything here. That looks quite sharp. Only here at the borders it starts to get a bit blurry, but I think it's really okay. And you can check out all the sample pictures down below in the description. But yeah, I have here some samples in a dark room. So let's check them out. Right over here. So you see, my Galaxy S6 usually can light up the whole room. It looks like daylight. But here with the P7000 you see it's quite dark. So yeah, you cannot compare the LED flash from that China phone, for instance, with the Galaxy S6 Edge or S6. There's a huge difference, also probably the timing. But yeah, just check this out. So the pictures, they are actually sharp, the colors are looking good, and you can find all the samples I have here on the phone down below in the description, so make sure you download them. Then we can also check out the EXIF data with that application here. It's photo info, I think that should work. Let's pick one from the gallery. Yeah, let's pick that one here. And let's check out all the data here, like info. So we can capture here a photo out of the gallery, and let's read the data. Let's take this one here. And yeah, the image height is 2736 pixels and the width is 4864 pixels. If you multiply that, you will get 13 megapixels, so that's looking okay. Then let's have a look at the aperture. So the f number, it's f2.8. Lower f number is actually better because it can catch more light, but also influences the sharpness a little bit. But 2.8 is really common. Some phones have 2.0, 2.2, so it really depends. But I have to say, regarding the sharpness and everything, the pictures on the Elephone P7000, they're definitely looking good. Alrighty guys, so that was the camera, not too bad at all. But I definitely want to see 4K recording, because I think it's supported by the chipset and supported by the sensors. Why is there no 4K recording? Maybe it's not supported by the chipset, I have to check it out, but I think the octa-core should support it, because it also supports 2K displays and everything, so why no 4K recording? But let's see what the future brings, so yeah, let's just wait guys. Okay, then this is a custom ROM. So by default, the phone will ship out with the stock Android 5 here, but both phones have the Play Store on there. You don't have to worry about Google Apps or something, so everything's pre-installed. You just unpack it, you put in your SIM card, and there you go. You can use the smartphone. Then yeah, FM radio supported, as you can see here, screencasting, everything. And Dolby Atmos, that's only here on Vibe UI, so that's just an equalizer app. Then here we have the LED flash, QR code reader, yeah, so just the usual stuff which you can install on every Android phone. That's absolutely nothing special. But now I would say let's do a video test, a speaker test, let's check out a bit the viewing angles, and let's talk a bit about the flashlight at the back side. Because it looks really huge and it's definitely bright, but I took some sample pictures in a dark room and it's still not enough to light up the whole room, just like on my Galaxy S6 Edge. And maybe the timing is just bad, but the LED flash could definitely be a bit better. But I now want to show you that, so let's go. And we're now here in my dark bunker. No, just joking. So we're now here in my room, lights are off, and let's try to switch on the LED flash. And wow, it's really bright and hurts in my eyes, and it's not yellow or something, so it's really white as you can see. But it could be definitely better. So my Galaxy S6 is not really much brighter, but the pictures in the dark room, they look definitely 10 times better. And this could be because the lens is bigger, so it can catch more light, the timing is better, the ISO is better, but well, if you want to take pictures at night, so we can just try that. Let's go to the camera application. By the way, here's also the difference in the screen brightness. So you see, you really have to play around with the ROM. So that's the old ROM, that's the new ROM, screen brightness, both at maximum. You can also see the button here, so it looks really cool. I definitely like the buttons. And okay, I switched off here the button color, but I really like that you can just change the color. But let's go to the camera once again. And let's try to capture a photo here with the LED flash, and there we go. Alright, let's take another one. Okay, now, yeah, it's okay actually, here a little bit dark, but I can show you a picture I took here in my garage, and it's completely dark as you can see. But well, you will also see that on chinadevices.com, so you can just download the picture and check it out. Now, the LED flash is brighter than on some other China phones, but it's still not perfect. Then also check out here the viewing angles, and they are really great. So the display, it's colorful, it's definitely IPS, and the viewing angles and the display, it's just looking beautiful. I like it. But well, let's see how it performs on the next firmware update. But well, now let's go and let's do a quick movie test on YouTube, and let's check out the speaker quality. Here's a quick speaker test and movie test here on the Elephone P7000. So this is the YouTube application, no copyright sounds. Let's try to play back that song here, so there we go. The speaker sounds actually quite okay. So regarding the clarity, I would give it 6 to 7 out of 10 points. Not really the best, but there's a small amount of bass coming out of the speaker, so it's not too bad, just listen. Yeah, it could be louder, but it depends also on the source. And it's only a single speaker, because if I cover the speaker holes here, so the right speaker holes, yeah, the sound is gone. And if I cover the left speaker holes, yeah, there's no change. And as you've seen before, when I dismantled the phone, so when I removed the back cover, there was only a speaker located right over here. So the dual speaker thing there is just design, and it's fake and it's not working. But well, we have a single speaker which is quite decent. Clarity could be a bit better. I also tried it with some other MP3s. but well, it's okay, so I would give it 7 out of 10 points. Here's a quick GPS test in the GPS test application on the Elephone P7000. And yeah, this phone is running Android 5 Lollipop, so the GPS test application tends to show some very high accuracy values. And this is not really the reality, so in reality the accuracy is less. But we'll do a navigation test in just about 1 minute. But let's talk a bit about the signal here. You can see in the GPS test application we have 10 satellites in view, 10 satellites in use. And yeah, you only find here 10 satellites, like on some other chipsets which are used in Samsung devices, HTC devices. You will find a lot of more satellites, like 24, 26. But yeah, those chipsets, they support many more GPS protocols. And yeah, MTK is usually something like 10 to 16. It really depends on how good that is optimized and on your local area. So in Central Europe, here in Austria, I find 10 satellites and I have all of them in use, currently 9, because I lost one. But you can see the GPS signal really depends on your location. And when you start driving, yeah, you will maybe lose a satellite, then you will regain it. And I don't want to show you the GPS test when I'm just standing in my garden, because I could just fake that and show you one position where it's working really good. So let's drive a bit around. You can see the GPS signal, it's just average. For instance, if I would do the same test on my Galaxy S6 Edge, I would get much more satellites and 90% of them would be green. But here you can see not all of them are green. Green means actually very good signal. But here we just have 2 or 3 green bars, which is okay. But most of them are just average, like yellow 25 to 30. And that's average GPS. It's not bad, but it's also nothing special. So the GPS performance, the signal level right now is just average here on the Elephone P7000. But let's see what it does in reality. So let's do a quick navigation test and let's see how it performs. So here's the promised navigation test in Cyjig. And well, when you follow the predicted road, GPS is working really good. Just check this out. So the accuracy is quite accurate. It's not really like 60 feet, which would be something like 20 meters, I guess. But yeah, the accuracy seems to be better than shown in the GPS test application. But let's try to take a different road and let's see how long it takes to reroute. Because usually it will follow the road. But we're not going to take that road, so let's drive here to the right. And let's go. Okay, you see it starts to follow the predicted road. Would be good if you take it, but yeah, it takes about 10-15 seconds to reroute. All in all, GPS is very accurate. We approach now the street which is crossing here. Well, it's accurate. It's just like 1 or 2 meters behind. And it's working good, but for instance, if you don't take the predicted road, just like in Google Maps navigation, it takes a bit longer than other devices to reroute. So if you're in town and you have a lot of corners to take, so you have to go left, right, then you can maybe confuse the GPS a little bit, and the time it takes to reroute then, yeah, can cause you to get lost somewhere in the city. But GPS is okay. We have a very beautiful day today. It's really sunny and nice, so maybe GPS won't perform that good when it's rainy or when it's cloudy. But yeah, it really depends also on your location. But here in Central Europe, in Austria, GPS is absolutely no problem. But I'm pretty sure that GPS will get better with some future updates, because the ROMs currently, they are so damn buggy. This is actually unbelievable. But yeah, let's see what the future brings. The Elephone P7000 also comes with a magnetic sensor, so let's check out the compass, and north is exactly to my left. And well, it shows the correct direction. That's good. Let's rotate the device. It shows the correct direction. Well, that's nice. And just keep in mind, we're now here in my basement room, and I have here a lot of computers, lamps and everything, and power supplies, but it still shows the correct direction, so that's impressive. Well, way better than some other China phones. So the magnetic sensor is really good here on the Elephone P7. Oh yeah guys, we're now here at the end of this review, and here comes my final conclusion about the Elephone P7000. So all in all, I like the device. I like the design, I like the round cutout, if you have the flip cover, I like the colors, I like that multicolor notification Harlequin LED or however you call that. It's looking great. The only thing which I don't like is that black bar around the display. It looks horrible. If you have a black wallpaper, yeah, you actually don't see that, and if you have the black Elephone, you maybe don't see that too. It then just looks like a bigger frame or something. But all in all, yeah, why seriously? It doesn't look good at all, and on a flagship device like this, well, okay, that's your decision, Elephone. Then let's have a look at the speaker. So it actually looks like a dual speaker, but it's only a single speaker. That's also one bad thing. Dual speaker would be really awesome on this device here. The battery lifetime on that phone is great. It's more than 1 day for me as heavy Android user, and that's super awesome. So far I'm really happy with the battery. Then I will do a Geekbench battery test on all 3 devices with different ROM versions. The problem with that is a lot of people are releasing them right now, but they don't say screen dimmed or whatever, what they have in the background. So the results you get, they are very different. But all in all, the battery lifetime, I can really say it's super awesome. Then let's talk about Android 5. So I was talking about ROMs. Seriously, on the forum you can find that Vibe UI ROM here, but this is still buggy, so just fix that damn stock ROM. There are still a lot of bugs. And why are customers beta testers? This is not cool. And really, I heard that Elephone is already taking pre-orders for the P8000, and now they're working on the P9000. So holy crap, just stop working on that and fix all the bugs. You called it an annual flagship. That means, yeah, once a year, if I'm right. And now you're releasing 3 flagships in 1 year. Are you crazy? So just fix all the bugs here, and then I would be super happy with that phone. Really guys, if we see OTAs and custom ROMs like CM12 in the future, it will be a really nice device, so nothing to say about that. But in some ways it could perform better, like with the camera. IMX240 combined with a nice lens should give you some awesome pictures and videos. But yeah, no 4K, but I think it should be supported by the chipset. Pictures okay in the middle, so depends on where you focus, but on the outside, the borders, it's a bit blurry. But yeah, you have that on a lot of China phones. All in all, I really like the Elephone P7000. It's really a bargain, and if you have got it for $160, then congratulations, that was a really good deal. So far, I'm happy with the phone, but let's wait for a stable ROM. And when there's a stable stock ROM for the Elephone P7000, you will definitely see an update video. Same goes for the Ulefone. I want to do a comparison between the Elephone and the Ulefone, probably next week. I have to get my Ulefone back from my tester at Monkey Mobiles. But yeah, that's basically it. So my recommendation or something is get the Elephone P7000. It's really not a bad device. But you have to keep in mind, this phone is not really working good straight out of the box, so you will have to apply several OTAs, and if you want to switch the ROM, you have to use sp-flashtool. So please then stop crying if something just goes wrong and then you just soft break your device. That can happen, but don't worry, you can easily unbreak every MTK device. But just saying guys, you will probably have to wait for some updates in order to get all the bugs fixed, but right now the hardware on that phone is really great, and good job Elephone, but please stop working on your P8000 or whatever and just fix all the bugs here on that little beauty. Then I'm damn happy. So thanks for watching guys, I hope you did enjoy this review. More things are going to come. Check out my thread on China devices for Geekbench battery test, sample pics and everything. And once again guys, thank you so much for watching, thanks for over 100,000 subscribers, and I really hope I see you again in my next video. So have a nice day and bye bye.